What is this?
We're coming after Dean, Chad. We're coming
Where is
after him.
this? Where is this?
Tremendously.
Where is this? Where is this hate from? Wow. Damn.
And Athena,
Shannon.
thank you so much for the $25 for thank you for teaching the uneducated. Thank you so much. Give some W's for Athena in the comment section. Ben, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. And Danielle, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, everyone.
I stay catching strays. Isn't that right,
Seriously.
Shannon? Isn't that right, Shannon? You know what, Shannon?
Thank you so much, Shannon.
Still, big W to you. Kick my butt. Kaz, thank you for the 15 Australian dollars over on YouTube Super Chat, saying first time actually catching one of your lives. I'm not from the US, but I thoroughly enjoy all of your content. I appreciate that. Thank you. By the way, guys, we're getting the next guest up in the box right now. If you voted for Trump, go ahead and just let us know in the chat. If you want to support me, you can support me over Venmo and PayPal, which you can find through the link tree in my bio if you're watching on TikTok, or through the pinned comment over on YouTube. Alternatively, we do also have Super Chats on. Speaking of Super Chats, I appreciate you guys so much for the love. Okay, Luke1213 is baby raging in my YouTube chat for being rude to Tina.
Cassidy, thank you for the $10. And Gio with the $30 for adding more money to the pot for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Gio. I appreciate the $30. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, okay. Dean is actually catching strays tonight. Okay. Anyways, what's up, Josh? What do you vote for?
Sonny, thank you for the $1 for Parker's better than Dean. Okay, that's going a bit far. Thank you so much, Sonny. I appreciate it.
What the fuck, you guys?
Anthony, thank you for the $1 as well.
What's going on?
A bit crazy.
Well, wait, what's going on with? I'm okay. I'm all right.
Oh, Dean, you deserve.
Yeah, Dean, you're all right, man.
Yeah. Josh, did you vote for Trump?
I support, but did not vote for.
Wait, did you just forget to vote?
No, some medical conditions and stuff. I just wasn't.
I mean, as long as you would have voted for Trump, you're in the right place. So
I would say yes.
Okay.
I have changed my mind watching you and Parker after.
Oh, yay.
Space. Well, that's awesome, man. We commend you. We think that is phenomenal. Unfortunately, we are only looking to talk to individuals that have not already.
We appreciate that. That's why we do these lives right here. That's literally why we do these lives. We appreciate that so much.
Like, you did the work on the own that we want to inspire in other individuals, and we think that's awesome, man. Shout out to you. Then, Sarah, thank you for the $10 over on Venmo, saying from one of your TikTok bot followers. Thank you for the love, Sarah. Shout out to Sarah. Okay. Me and Sarah versus the world. Okay. Guys, if you voted for Trump, go ahead and drop a maggot down below in that chat. We're trying to get that next guest up in here as we speak. And if you are one of the 11,000 people watching, make sure that we're double tapping. Where's your next with the $2 YouTube super chat saying more hearts for Dean, Team Dean? Yo, let's go. Alicia with the $2 on PayPal saying, why are all the Parker fans so mean? So real. Okay. Yeah. We're about peace and love over here. They're about hate and division. Let's get that one straight.
Yo, Hannah, think of this also Parker
oh my gosh.
bias.
Sid, thank you so much for the $50 YouTube super chat. Thank you so much for the love, Sid. Sid says, always got to show love to Dean. Appreciate you always. Yo, I want to see 500 W's for Sid. Let's go. Team Dean.
W's for Sid.
And then also, Thomas, thank you so much for the $20 Venmo donation. Thomas says, Dean over Parker. Love you both, though. Oh, shit. Thank you for the love, Thomas. Thank you for the love. Let's go. And what is going on? Our new guests. Did you guys vote for Trump?
Hey, Dean, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Sean. Did you vote for Trump?
Hi, I didn't, but I'm a 27-year-old trans man who's homeless, and I've been trying to contact you for weeks, and sorry, let me just take a deep breath.
Take your time, bro.
Okay. So I wrote it down. Let me just read what I wrote down because I knew I'd probably freak out. But I know I shouldn't have hopped into the request box because I understand your rules and boundaries. But I've been trying to get your attention through donos and direct messages. I've also managed to contact Parker, but I'm looking for someone who can help me out. Crowdfund. I started a fundraiser for myself 2 weeks ago, and I just want I need help, you know.
Sean,
I need help, and I was wondering if you could help me crowdfund, and I'm super anxious, and also, by the way, last thing is I want to be able to maybe get a back call, you know, when someone's being, you know, eventually once it's on a platform that accepts trans conversations. But anyways, let me shut up.
Sean, so first of all, man, don't worry about, breaking the rules or the boundaries of the live by coming up here. Um, I think that, I've been at really rough places in my life before too. At some points in my childhood, I grew up homeless as well, and I kind of understand some of the troubles associated with it. And I remember kind of being in positions where I felt like I was crossing somebody's boundaries by asking for help because of how bad my conditions were, and I didn't
Right.
want to like disrespect them or make them feel bad. But meanwhile, I just really needed help. So I don't want you to feel stigmatized or wrong or bad at all for that, Sean. And I appreciate you for coming up here as well. Here's what I'd like to do, Sean. If you could give me
Okay.
your Instagram, I would love to message you. I'd love
Yep.
to connect with you offline, as well as maybe we
Okay.
could bring Parker into the loop, and we could see what we do. Oh my god, I have it so loud. But
Yo,
that is crazy. That is crazy. A
the
TikTok
fucking
universe to
W
Sean.
with the universe, yo.
Um, dude, W's,
Uh,
W's to Christian for the TikTok universe to Sean. That is phenomenal.
Like take up any more time for you guys' debates.
Wait.
As
There's one thing that I will ask though, Sean.
yes.
Before I do want to bring you up here on the live. I do just want to make sure that I'm able to talk to you off live.
Right, right.
And I hope that you understand why. I just like want to
Yes.
verify that what you're telling me is true. And Sean,
Absolutely.
I don't have many doubts that what you're telling me is true, but I just want to
I
make sure
understand.
that like the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, because if there ever comes a day where somebody wants to take advantage of marginalized communities, and I embolden that, I would just feel like shit. So I want to make sure that I'm able to connect with you offline. In fact, if you could just give me your Instagram handle right now, that would be
It is
awesome.
it is Sean Grayson. It's just Sean. It's my name, lowercase. Uh, yeah, that's me. My GoFundMe link is also in my bio, and I wrote my story about what happened to me, how I became homeless, and I'm a victim of discrimination and violence. Um, and I want to be able to be there for people like me, and I just want to be able to say one thing. I've never had this big of a platform before, uh, but I love human beings. I need to do something with my life, and the people I love the most are people with hearts, which is pretty much essentially everybody. But some people make it really
Oh
difficult, like
damn.
a president.
I'm I'm
But
look
I
I'm
want to say
looking
that everybody who is
I'm looking at our
listening to this
messages.
and is trans, yeah, I can see them. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm looking at our DMs right now. You've tried to DM me a handful of times going back to February 26th. I'm sorry that I haven't seen them. I get so many DMs, man. I promise.
It's okay. I
Um
made it.
yeah, dude, yeah, you're
um,
up here now.
uh, but definitely really felt like I was being annoying, which I was, and spamming. I don't want to get banned,
No, bro, like I
and
said at the
I
beginning.
sent,
Like I
yeah.
said at the beginning, do not apologize. Do not apologize at all. I've been in bad positions in my life where I've needed help. Please do not apologize at all. How long have you
For
had
those of, yep.
um
Did my Instagram come up because I had like a Finsta, but my main is Sean
how long have you
Grayson.
had the GoFundMe open?
I've had it open maybe like for 2 weeks now.
Dude, well, you're doing great on that GoFundMe. Holy shit. Well,
Really? What?
I'm looking at your DMs. I'm looking at that GoFundMe. I don't have a single doubt in my mind that you're telling the truth. Um,
1,000%.
I
It,
so here
I
here's
I
here's what I like to do. Here's what I like to do. Right now we have
um I I was speechless. Oh my God.
Right now we have
I
10.4 thousand people in the stream.
I don't have any videos uploaded on it yet. I know you're supposed to add more like videos, good quality photos. I'm still learning how to make my GoFundMe stand out. Um, for those of you who believe it's a scam, cool, whatever. I honestly understand that. Um, but I had to take a chance on myself.
Well,
So
Sean, I don't want you to feel disheartened by a lot of the people in the chat. A lot of the people that are going to be hating in the chat are just going to be like Trump supporters that are being assholes. So please don't take anything said in the chat to heart. Listen, man, I looked at our DMs. You've been trying to DM me since February. I looked at the GoFundMe. I don't doubt that there's, that you're trying to do anything malicious, and that you're genuinely just looking for help. So for the 10.5 thousand people watching, especially individuals, in the stream that are watching that can relate to being in a bad position. If you want to support Sean, you can find a link to Sean's GoFundMe through his Instagram, and his Instagram is linked through his bio. Also here, you can alternatively just support Sean through the gifts on the TikTok live right now. And
And Sean, I just want to let you know that is around $300
yeah.
what?
right
Really?
there. Yeah, the amount that
Oh,
you just got on TikTok is around $300.
And you
seriously?
I'm serious.
and you said that
Dude.
you
It's money
opened
you
up
can access right now.
and you said that you had opened up the GoFundMe like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
at 4,900.
Yeah, you're already halfway to your goal.
Oh yeah, it's 4,900. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. It's because it's stalled. It's stalled for sure. But uh this is my effort to get the ball rolling, as one might say. And get as many eyes on it, and so people know what happened to me. And I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for everybody in this chat. I love this community. I'm so lucky to be up here right now because you two, I mean, I'm 27. I transitioned 13 years ago.
Holy
I,
crap.
yeah, I'm a veteran, and I've been in the closet actually up until now. Um, and and part of why I'm being vocal about it is because, well, we're uh, we're 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 trying the government's trying to erase us, and it's time to be louder than ever. If they're gonna try and erase us, it's like, yeah, okay, buddy, it's time to, I guess,
Agreed, Sean.
get involved.
No, it is.
But I
agree.
appreciate you guys so much for standing up for our community. It is incredible, and it's bullshit that TikTok doesn't let us even say the word and then get banned. So thanks,
No,
TikTok.
I agree. TikTok has done the same thing with the word like gay before too. They don't do it anymore, but like me and Parker used to spend a lot of time debating individuals that think being gay is wrong, and we'd get account after account banned, restricted, and then we learned that eventually it got so bad to a point where we couldn't even say the word gay without getting banned. So yeah, listen. I'm also gonna go ahead and put this out there for anybody that is watching the stream after the fact over on YouTube. If you want to help Sean out, well, I just sent you a Leon the Kitten. Shout out to Elaine. If you want to help Sean out after the fact and you're watching this just on the YouTube replay,
Yeah,
you could
Sean,
find
that's literally that's $450 to you. Like you can access this after the stream
you could
and
find
pull the balance out.
you could find Sean's
I
Instagram at. I just want to make sure I get this for everybody watching at home on YouTube. I apologize for interrupting. At SEANGREYSON.
Oh my God. Uh, uh, I'm shaking, man. Just in case Kale's listening or he'll look at it later, you're awesome. You don't deserve that shit. 13 years in the military? Yeah. You're so much more than how you're being treated. We both are. And frankly, I'd like to be a friend.
Sean, you are a friend, and I appreciate you for coming up in here, and I just think it's awesome, like what we could do with the community, and we've already, holy shit, over wow, close to $2,000 on the GoFundMe in the last 5 minutes.
Seriously?
My
Yeah,
gosh.
yep.
Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Yo, everybody, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I just been looking for someone to give me an opportunity. Um, I'm I'm also proud of myself for be. Thank you so much.
Sean, um, thank
Can
you
I say
for
something real quick?
after I say this.
Actually, no, forget it. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Actually, I'm good.
Well, just thank you
I'm good.
for coming up here on the platform. I can't imagine, the amount of like courage, like genuinely, the amount of courage that it must have took to come up on here, like knowing that, knowing the boundaries, knowing that there's 10,000 people watching. And I just seriously, there's the first thing I said to you as an individual that's been in bad places before. I understand how hard that is, and I see that that took a lot of courage. So, I mean, I'm.
Together we are TikTok universe.
And
Sorry, I
there
didn't hear
is,
the last part.
and there is another TikTok universe from Christian to you
That
so
is
far.
shit.
so crazy. Oh my. W's
is
for Christian in the
that?
chat. Holy fucking shit, that's insane.
What happened?
You got a TikTok universe. So far, you've just on TikTok coins alone, you've made $750 that can be deposited directly into your PayPal or bank account. Plus, on your GoFundMe, you're up by over $2,000 in the last 10 minutes alone. So far, since you've joined this live, you've been able to raise just under $3,000, Sean.
I can't believe it, man. Dude, I wish I could hug all of you. I'm giving you a giant hug, virtually. Um, y'all are so kind.
Listen,
Thank
Sean,
you.
I really hope that you're
Wow.
able to get back on your feet. It is so hard to do, not only as an
Yeah.
individual that is experiencing homelessness, but also as a trans individual that is now being
Yeah.
persecuted to the likes of which we've never seen in modern American history. And you have a community of thousands standing behind you, and I want you, and I mean this genuinely. You're already up to 7.6K over on GoFundMe, by the way. So
Seriously, dude?
Yeah, over $3,000 now.
Oh, I
So
okay.
I want you to start. I want you to start thinking, because dude, Grace, I've been there before, man. Now you're at a point. Now you're at a point where now all of a sudden, all right, you just have thousands of dollars that you now get to apply to rebuilding your life, and driving it in a positive direction once more. This means now you get to start reconsidering the prospect of housing. What kind of housing is going to be the best? Okay. Now we get to start looking at,
Oh my God.
you know,
Oh my God. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
now you got your standard meals every single day, 3 meals every single day. That prospect
Yes, sir,
of housing
dude.
is coming back.
Hot food.
Now
Yes.
now that you got yourself looking forward and you're like, holy shit, now I know I can make this plan for housing and food every single day. Well, then you get to start considering the prospect of looking back for a job, okay, or even back in education, okay. I'm serious. My biggest piece of recommendation right now is to start planning, and for long-term sustainability. And I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking happy for you, Sean.
Dude, thank you so much, man. I'm giddy like you now. I'm so I can't place my thoughts right now, but uh when in doubt, just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been miserable for so long.
Listen,
So long. Thank you.
I thank you for joining the stream. Sean, I'm gonna go ahead and text you on Instagram. I want to talk to you off live a little bit.
For sure.
And yeah, you're already at 8K on the GoFundMe. So once again, everybody make sure that you're if you want to clock that GoFundMe, I feel like we could reach the goal overnight. Spread the word,
Oh
share it
my
around. Sean, I'm gonna contact
Stop.
you off live. And I really appreciate you for joining here today, man.
Oh, dude. I'm so grateful for you. I'm here every night, listening all day. And you guys have educated me. You're educating. You guys are out here. You are the change. And thank you so much for having me. And thank you, everybody in the comments who showed love and donated. I am very grateful. All right.
We
Should get
appreciate you
someone up
coming
to
out.
debate, right? I'm gonna dip out so y'all can debate, right? Okay.
I'm gonna text you, brother. I'm gonna text you.
All right. I'll hop on
Appreciate
Instagram
you.
now.
Appreciate you.
Later.
Have a
See
good
you,
day. Have a
Sean.
good day.
Bye. You too. Bye.
Can we get some fucking W's in the chat right now? That's incredible. That's incredible.
As well, guys, just for after the fact, all right, just because Sean is gone doesn't mean that you can't support Sean. You could find him on TikTok and on Instagram at Sean Grayson. Remember that is Grayson with an E. So that's SeanGreyson. And I'm so grateful for you joining up, man. I know how it feels to a certain extent. I don't know what oppression in the context of being trans feels like as a cis individual, but I do know what it feels like to feel like there's just nowhere to go financially speaking, and how much that hurts. Logan, what's going on, man? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Why did you vote for Trump, man?
So here's the thing. I'm not. I have no quarrel with you or the Parker guy. I have no quarrel with any Democrat. I try to see things from a very open mind. I see a lot of what you guys are all saying. I just think that I think that the Democratic Party could put out better nominees. I think a guy a couple of times ago said he was like knocking Kamala very badly. I'm not knocking Kamala by any means, but I do think that in terms of nominees, they could put out ones that could appeal more to the regular person.
Okay,
I
so
just want
you're
to
just
stop on
telling
that.
us that Kamala Harris was a bad nominee. So why was Donald Trump a better nominee than Kamala Harris?
I'm not saying I'm not talking about the bullet points. You by all means have much more knowledge than me, but like for the average person who just hears what the average person would hear, they would hear about shit that Trump could do per se, and they would hear about Trump would do or Kamala would do, and the average person, they would probably lean towards Trump, and I think you saw that with this election. I just think
yeah. Okay.
I just think that Democrats can put out better people.
Okay. So, let's make it clear. So you're saying that Trump was better because Trump won?
I mean that is accurate.
Who's a better candidate for the presidency in 2020? Trump or Biden?
Biden won.
Wow. Okay. Is Biden the best president we've ever had because no president has ever gotten more votes than him?
No,
No.
think
Why
Trump is the
not?
best
No
candidate.
president has ever been able to better serve the American people to garner their support.
Hey, I just told you I have no issue with you. Why are you doing a mockery? I'm telling you, like whoever wins is whoever was the best candidate.
So when Hitler won,
I don't
he
think-
was
I
the
don't-
best candidate for Germany?
To the people of Nazi Germany, apparently so. I'm not saying Hitler was
We're
a good
talking
person.
about under your standard. We're asking you under your view. Like,
Under my view, fuck no.
Okay, so just because you win doesn't mean you're the better candidate. It means you're the more popular candidate. Like, obviously, Bush was not better than Al Gore, okay? Like, let's make that one clear, right? And overwhelmingly, if we want to make this, like, more specific, it is the case that what you're giving us is an appeal to populist fallacy. You're saying If something is a popular belief, if a lot of people believe in one thing, that means that it's true. Well, for most of human history, 90% of humans alive thought that the earth was flat, and most humans alive thought that child marriage was okay. Did not mean the earth was flat, and that did not mean that child marriage was moral. So just because 49.9% of Americans think that Donald Trump was a better presidential candidate than Kamala Harris does not mean that he actually was. A discussion about who the better candidate was would involve conversations, doing a comparative analysis on their policy, doing a comparative analysis on their character, and so on. Now, if you don't think that you're capable of engaging in conversation discussing such things, all is good. We will just be moving on to the next guest, but it is up to you.
I wouldn't say that I want to because I try to keep away from it because I try to consider myself as the average American, not really play much into politics because even people who have a platform like yourself per se, what difference can we really make, you know?
Bro, what difference?
I mean, I would have thought that I never could have had as much difference as I could have made. But
What?
now I go on lives every single day and I'm influencing thousands of different people. So we might think that the influence we have is small or doesn't have much of an impact. But as much as we, work and we put effort into it, we can create a large impact. Okay.
That's a really good point.
All of us together can do that. And that's what we've done here, right? I've put years and years and years of work into the platform that I've built, right? And that has
That's
been
a really
able
good
to
point.
influence
That's
things. And I think that many other people can do similar things as well.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. That's why I tapped in. That's why I wanted to just get your guys' opinion.
Cool.
Oh.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. Sorry, everyone. It was a bit lower. I actually didn't even think it was lower on my volume. Taya, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much, Jacob. Thank you for the $5. Really appreciate it. Also, I had someone else. Cyrus, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And Brenna with the $50 on PayPal. Thank you so much. Can we get some
Helene.
W's for Brenna in the chat? Thank you.
Helene, thank you so much for the Leon the Kitten. That's so
Thank you,
incredibly
Brenna.
kind of you. Thank you so much, Helene. As well as Olivia, thank you so much for the $2. I'd also like to thank Jennifer with the $3 on Venmo, Tay with the $5 on Venmo, Kaiten with the $5 on Venmo, Mar with the $5 on Venmo, Olivia with the $20 on Venmo. Huge shout out to Olivia, and huge shout out to Taylor and Samantha with the $25 and $15 on Venmo. Huge shout out to Taylor and Samantha, as well as Courtney with the 10, then Marionette with the 15. Guys, thank you so much for the love. We're going to go to get that next guest up in here right now. If you're one of the 9.3 thousand people watching over on TikTok, thank you so much for being here today. Make sure that you're double tapping on that phone screen for me and sharing out this live with a handful of friends. If you are watching over on YouTube, make sure that you drop a sub, drop a like, and spam that chat. Now, if you want to support me or Parker in both of our link trees, you can find our Venmos, PayPals. He has a Cash App, plus Super Chat over on YouTube. And I appreciate everyone for tuning in. This is probably the best stream I've ever had. And I mean that seriously. The reason why I'm saying that this is the best stream I've ever had is because this is the most comfortable setup I've ever had. Doing it all off of the computer is so much fun, as well as the fact that we were able to have Sean up. I'm just having a really good day. I don't know if anybody could bring my spirits down. I'm just in a good mood, man. I'm in a good mood. So we're gonna get that next guest up here. Everyone, just give us a minute. We got Jesse loading into the live.
It's a lot nicer on the PC, don't you like it?
Oh, dude, 10 times better. Are you kidding me? 10 times better. Infinitely better. Aaliyah, thank you so much for the $20 YouTube super chat. Thank you so much. Dean, do you have any favorite TV shows or characters? I really want to paint y'all something. All I do outside of like streaming is gym, food, and TV. So I have a lot of favorite TV shows. Right now, my favorites are Severance, Silo, which are two great Apple
I started
TV.
Severance.
Dude, also start Silo. It's another great Apple TV show. And then honestly, I just watched all of Prison Break. Prison Break is a good one.
Oh, I love Prison Break.
Yeah, bro, for real. Prison Break is great. Dexter is probably all-time favorite though. Not gonna lie, love Dexter. I've just been like watching all of the best TV shows like ever made as of recently. What is going?
I bet.
Yeah, what is going on, Andrew? Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Why'd you do that?
Man, I think myself and a lot of others like me weren't really super pumped with the direction that we felt the country was going in. And I'll kind of just break it down. I mean, I'm a traditional Republican. I believe in a smaller government is more effective and useful for the people. And I feel like our government's gotten a little bit too bloated. And so I think that, I really did like Trump wanting to go in and cut a lot of the waste in our government, which I feel like our government has accrued a lot of waste, hence the debt. And so that along with a lot of other things, I really didn't like us involved in all these
He conned you,
foreign
sir.
wars. Huh?
He conned you about like the whole like cutting waste thing, because although he ushered Doge into effect, which cut some spending, he's adding significantly more than they're cutting, insofar as to have a positive net increase in government expenditure. Even
I mean,
when
I
you
think that's
compare his
speculative.
government
I mean,
expenditure
obviously, okay,
compared to
I hear
Kamala
what you're saying. I
Harris's.
hear what you're saying.
Now, I'd
But I mean,
appreciate if
let's
you
see
wouldn't
how it
interrupt
plays
me.
out.
It's not speculatory. The reason why we know it's not speculatory is because, unironically, one of his bills costs more for the American taxpayer than every dime spent under Biden and Harris, and every dime that was proposed to have been spent under Harris's 4 years. Don't call it speculatory. Every single year, our Treasury and independent, non or bipartisan committees in Congress or nonprofit organizations evaluate the estimated / projected cost of proposed policies, as that is a very important measure for the American people to understand.
Okay, so let's just go by what Doge has cut. I think most Americans would agree that it's pointless for us to be sending billions and billions of dollars to fund worthless programs. And I mean, say what you want, if maybe he is spending money, and honestly, I don't know, but I'm looking at what Doge is uncovering, and I think most Americans would agree that we shouldn't be spending all this money and just like letting it just disappear without being traced. I think there's a lot of truth in that, and to be completely honest, I
Andrew,
think
where do you
most
see where
Americans
that's
agree.
happening? I don't see any evidence that like where these things are getting spent, but they're not being traced. You can say with specific things, but all the money that
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
referencing is not like it wasn't being traced. I don't know what you're referencing.
Missy,
And then
thank you for the
secondly,
dollar.
Well, a couple
as it
things.
relates to this spending, if you care about waste spending, you wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump because he's going to sign off on 4 trillion debt related spending more, all right, on a central estimate for these campaign plans for the next administration or this
So,
administration.
so you did say estimate though, right?
Yeah, central estimate from the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget.
We always use estimates. Like, for
I know.
instance,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think we should let it play out.
No. You don't get to do that when your argument is predicated on estimates of Doge cutting wasteful expenditure. You voted for Donald Trump predicated on the estimates that Doge would cut.
Mm-hmm.
So,
True.
like, how come you get to use estimates insofar as your evaluation of why Trump is a good candidate, but I don't get to use estimates insofar as why you're wrong?
Well, no. What I'm saying is like, I mean, we're obviously cutting a lot of waste, like real time as of right now. And so what you're saying is what you project over the course of or the tenure of his, the next 3 years, 3.5 years. I mean, we've yet to see that play out. So I think honestly, like,
Okay, so you're just removing pieces off the chessboard because you're mad that you might be wrong.
well, I mean, I'm not. We obviously don't know because his presidency isn't finished yet.
But
That's
what
what
we
I'm
do
saying.
know is that his tax policy alone was estimated by the CBO to cost $8.4 trillion to the American taxpayer over the 10-year lifespan of the bill, with 80% of the cuts going to top 0.1% of earners, which is essentially giving trillions
Okay.
and trillions and trillions of
Hey,
dollars to the most wealthy people in our country, having no reciprocal effects for the average American, and having a very marginal effect on boosting the American GDP by 0.04% per year. Okay, right? And this is an
Dean,
estimate
can I ask you
predicated on what has
something?
already occurred. Under Donald Trump's first administration, his Tax Cuts and Jobs Act cost $1.9 trillion. $1 trillion of that $1.9 trillion was spent on tax cuts for the most wealthy Americans that, once again, had no reciprocal effects for me, you, or any other average American. So I don't understand why you whine about millions or billions of dollars for these programs that you consider to be useless or
Dean, can I
wasteful,
ask you
but
something?
then $1 trillion
He's
for
not
the
even
most
listening to
wealthy
you, Dean.
Americans is somehow
Dean,
good.
I think okay. And I think this is across the board, Republicans and Democrats. But you can't tell me that okay, Nancy Pelosi's net worth of $220 million or whatever it is, and and Elizabeth Warren. I mean, all these people that are in our government right now have made
Okay, so
millions
let
of
me ask you this
tens
question.
of millions of dollars
Hold
off
on.
insider stock trading.
Do you think making money off of you being
Insider
in a
stock trading.
position? Listen, do you think making money off of being a politician is bad? Like making money
Yes, you're
off of
supposed to be a
stocks
servant of the
as
people.
okay, okay. So then, how do you feel about Donald Trump? Half of his net worth being Truth Social stock.
Oh, and like another half being the meme coin.
Yeah, I mean, I got rug pulled by the meme coin, so I mean, I'm gonna say like
Bro, you
obviously I
literally
disagree
got
with the meme.
scammed by the president. You literally, how does
I
that make you feel?
I mean, okay, so to be fair, like I mean, when it was rug pulled, it was like the middle of the inauguration day. He was like giving a speech, so obviously it wasn't him. Somebody in his cabinet or somebody running his wallet. Sure, yeah, they
Dude, do
definitely
you think
cut
that Donald Trump?
What?
Okay,
Oh my god!
You
I
think-
can't even.
No,
oh,
this guy
dude.
literally thinks that Trump and his cronies, like Trump, is directly
Okay, can we
responsible for
can we come
scamming
back? Can we come
billions
back
of
to
dollars out of Americans.
Can we come back to like our politicians, especially Democrats?
No,
because
dude,
I
you
feel
got
like
scammed by the president.
Oh
You're
my
still voting
gosh.
for him.
Bro,
Oh, dude,
TW, thank you
bro,
for $10. Thank you.
Like
Thank you.
at least
Can-
like insider trading isn't
All
like
right.
literally scamming. Textbook definition scamming.
Yeah, but okay, the
for
people that are saying this, Dean, they're saying, okay, we're for like, the lower class and we're for all these people, but they're making money off of their, like, I mean, think about like Elizabeth Warren or like Nancy Pelosi, any of these people,
insider
dude.
trading.
Why do you have an
over
issue with them, but
crypto
not
rug pulls
Trump?
all day?
I'm sorry, Andrew. You have an issue
Trump
with them.
Trump wasn't a
but wait,
lifetime
wait, wait, wait,
politician.
wait. Stop. Listen to me for 1 second. You have an issue with Nancy Pelosi. You have an issue with Elizabeth Warren when they make money off. Like Elizabeth made money off of book deals, right? With books she wrote. She's like in her 70s.
Dude, there's literally an app
she's had
that
books over
follows
her
her
entire
trades.
administration.
Bro,
Like-
fucker. I might low key disagree with you. I do think there's a lot of people in Congress, including Democrats, who are totally
And it's both
insider
sides,
trading.
so it's not like I'm
No,
like
but
trying to
Elizabeth
nail
Warren.
or
Okay,
pin Democrats.
okay. Well, please listen to what I'm saying. One, it's illegal, Dean. You have to have evidence to indicate that someone has committed a crime. If you're claiming someone's committed a crime with no evidence, well, then that's going to be the same as so
Well,
many
it's not
people claiming other
pursued.
people have committed crimes with no evidence. So
Just because
how
it's
is
not
Elizabeth?
prosecuted,
listen,
just because
let
they're not
me-
pushing
let's-
for it,
listen,
doesn't
let me
mean that it
please
doesn't
fucking
happen.
finish. Oh my God, I'm trying to finish one damn point. Please. Right, please show me the evidence that Elizabeth Warren made money on insider trading. Because the only evidence I've seen on Elizabeth Warren is that she made money off of book deals. She's not one of those people making money off of insider trading. I promise you.
Dean, do you see any truth into what I'm saying? Just like
God, I gave you
be
an
a real
inch and you're
person.
running
He didn't
a
listen to a
mile.
single damn thing that I said, and he fucking
Yeah.
literally takes what Dean said, and he
Yeah.
only listens to that.
Well,
This is
yeah.
what's so
Okay.
frustrating.
Yeah.
You didn't
I mean-
didn't try to engage with a single thing that I said, Andrew.
Okay, say it again.
Okay, you have to have evidence that they're insider trading. It's
Yes,
a crime
yes,
to
clearly.
engage in insider trading.
Yes.
If you don't provide
agreed.
evidence that they've committed this crime, how is that any different than someone claiming Donald Trump committed a crime without any evidence?
Because
under
I
your
think
perspective.
there's a lot of evidence that they've committed insider
Okay,
trading.
what evidence has Elizabeth Warren committed insider trading?
I mean, I don't have it off the top of my head. Like I
Andrew,
can't just say
go ahead,
like
look it up.
trades
I'll
or
give
like
you
bills
time.
that she's passed like prior
Andrew,
to like.
Andrew, here's what you should do. You should be like, I don't have any evidence that Elizabeth Warren is insider trading. It's very possible that she made her entire net worth off of selling books, but Nancy Pelosi is very guilty of insider trading. And my evidence is that she has been beating out the nation's leading hedge funds with their personal investments for like all of modern American history. That's what you need to say.
And if I had some notes or a memory bank like you did, maybe I would be able to say that. But I think I've seen and read all the
And
same
then
stories.
here, what's the solution? What's the solution? You then make it, because this is a type of insider trading that you're saying that she's engaging in that isn't currently met by the particular laws that exist on insider trading. Okay, if you're saying that's true, well then what you need to do is you need to make it so that people in Congress cannot buy anything other than index funds, like the S&P 500.
Okay, Parker, but how do we make our entire Congress, who's a lot of them are probably involved in this, pass legislation that bans them? Like even Dan Crenshaw, I think y'all would both agree. Dan Crenshaw, when he goes up there and he was saying how, I've never had any money in stocks. I think he said it when he was dissing on Tucker Carlson. When clearly he has made a lot of money in the stock market and he was like blatantly lying. Like, how are you going to convince politicians and people that are passing laws about this stuff and making a lot of money off of it? How would you convince them to pass laws to stop this? Like, I just don't see how that's feasible.
Well, yeah, you won't be able to convince those people because you voted them into office in the very first place. So if you didn't
I
vote
mean,
fucking
there's-
Republicans and corporate shills into the
But it's
position
both
of
sides.
damn, I want you to fucking listen to a single damn thing that comes out of my mouth. I really wish you did.
Okay,
You learned
well, you
so
don't have to be
much.
so mean, Parker, but
If you're,
I mean,
Really,
I think-
I'm being mean by acknowledging that you didn't listen to
I
a
haven't
single
been
thing that came
cussing
out of my
at
mouth.
you.
Stop rage baiting, Andrew.
I
You're
hate
being
people like
annoying.
this. You are like one of the worst humans on the planet to talk to because you don't listen to a single word I say, and you think that it's disrespectful for me to use a swear word. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Cry harder. Okay, Andrew, engage with what I have to say.
All right, yeah, okay, I'm hearing it.
Because I can really quickly kick you off
I'm
the lodge
listening.
because
I'm
you're
listening.
being insufferable for no reason.
Parker, I'm trying to listen to you, bud.
Andrew, no, you're fucking not. No, you're not.
I'm trying to listen.
No, you
Okay,
started
let's-
this conversation off by me making a point, then you being like, but Dean, and then ignoring everything I said, and then Parker made a point, and then you were like, but
Well, Parker just talked so fast.
Then
It's
you
like
ignored
I
everything
didn't
Parker
even have
just
time
said.
to comprehend.
Then
So-
tell
so
me
then
to
you're-
fucking Andrew. Tell me to fucking repeat what I said. Don't act like you heard what I said
actually
and then
did
gaslight
ask
me.
you to repeat it.
No, you asked me to repeat it after I called you out.
No, but you didn't ask me to say repeat it. I just asked.
Oh my
if
god,
could
you
repeat
fuck you. You're a horrible person. Go fuck yourself.
it. That's not very kind, Parker.
You see how he knows he's gaslighting me? He's just doing it on purpose.
Yeah, man.
Parker, like genuinely.
I
okay,
know
all right.
the rage that Parker feels in his heart right now. Hey,
I mean, I can
Andrew.
hear it and see it, but
Hey, Andrew. I just have a question. If you're very against money in politics and corporate greed, why did you vote for the oligarchy?
I mean, realistically, in my eyes, I feel like the oligarchy is on both sides. I mean, think about it. Look at all the donors that are voting Democrat, dude. They're all like multi-billionaires. Like, I mean,
quite frankly, you cannot say that. The reason I say you cannot say that is because Donald Trump is worth billions. Kamala Harris is worth millions. Kamala Harris.
I know,
vice
it's
president.
so- but all
Andrew,
Kamala Harris's donors-
quite frankly, just listen to me. Kamala Harris's vice president, Tim Walz, didn't own a single fucking penny in stocks. Meanwhile, JD Vance, another fucking multi-millionaire. Or what about co-president Elon Musk, who is the richest man alive? Quite frankly. And what about like the other 11 cabinet members of Trump's that have a net worth over $1 billion? No. No. Absolutely fucking not. They are not the same, okay? Not to mention, okay, the tax policy of each party. Donald Trump's tax cuts, 80% of the cuts, top 0.1% of earners. Remember that little recorded video in Mar-a-Lago in 2015 where he was telling oil execs that he was going to make them richer? What about dropping the corporate tax rate to 15%? Jesus Christ. Unironically, corporations and the richest Americans alive pay lower effective tax rates than you and me, okay? So stop glugging on the boots, okay? Right?
How
And
much is
instead
George
just
Soros worth again?
See reality for what it is. And how pissed would you be if George Soros had a private bedroom in the White House for the last 4 years? You'd have a tinfoil hat on your head, okay? You'd be
How
going
much is Bill Gates worth?
absolutely fucking insane. You would be losing your shit. You'd be pissing and shitting out of your eye sockets. And by the way, you take the net worth of Bill Gates and add that to the net worth of George Soros, and you're still not at Elon Musk's net worth. So no
That's
matter
true.
what you try to do here, no matter what angle you take, your guy put the richest man alive into a private residence in the White House, plus his tax policy. You're not winning this debate.
Okay. Dean, I think, yes, I would agree. Elon Musk has accrued a lot of money. I don't think he's done it through politics. But yeah, like obviously he's created a lot of jobs. He's created a lot of wealth for other people in this country.
Andrew,
you know-
how much money did you lose?
Not much. I put like probably $50 in it. So, I mean, it's not like wasn't a tragic loss, Parker. Are you talking about the meme coin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you put money into it, Parker?
No, what the fuck?
I mean, dude,
I honestly,
meme coins
I'm
sometimes pop up.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of was hoping that you put more money into it because I really was hoping you lost some more. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've never felt like that ever with a person other than you, Andrew. Like I'm not trolling.
Bro, dude,
Like
I
I
I've
appreciate
never
it,
had that
Parker.
feeling with a human being other than you. I'm just
glad
gonna be
you think
honest.
that.
I'm not even trying to be rude. I just acknowledged that I had that feeling in my head. I'm sorry. Holy shit.
That's okay. At least you're honest, Parker.
okay.
I know.
But
I'm
Nice,
sorry.
the lack of a response.
can
Andrew,
we
I
like bring
hate
it back
you.
to like some of the things that
No,
he's
because I hate you.
Yeah, okay, all right, all right.
I don't like this guy either.
No, I don't like you because you're not responding to anything.
I mean, I'm trying to respond,
No,
but
you're
you guys
not.
just keep telling me how much you hate me.
I hate you.
Like Andrew, like honestly, I would like you more if you listened to what I said.
Yeah, me too.
And I'd like you more if you talked a little bit slower, Parker.
I will. If you told me to do it, I would do it.
Would you though?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So can we talk about
Call
some
me
of the things that
call me
Trump's
good.
done since he's been in office?
TW, thank you for the $10. Okay, can you name one economic
Wait.
policy he influenced to get passed that you like?
Wait, 1 second. Holy shit. Yo,
See,
Jeffrey!
even that you were talking fast just there.
Jeffrey,
Okay,
thank you so
can-
much for the $100 YouTube super chat. Oh my gosh, everybody, at least 1,000 W's for Jeffrey. Holy crap, that is insane. Thank you so much for the love. Everybody, at least 1,000 W's. That is so nuts. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Everybody, please show some love to Jeffrey. That is seriously insane. Huge shout out to Jeffrey. As well as Ben with the 10 pounds saying, love you, Dean. Respect you so much. Go vegan. But I love steaks too much.
Dean, that horrible argument, man. All right, Andrew. Can you name one economic policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that you like?
Yeah, I like that he ended the catch and release policies from the previous administration.
If there's an individual with an asylum claim
What
from
is catch and
Mexico,
release?
well, good
So
question.
yeah, if there was any undocumented immigrants that were here in the States, so it's basically they would detain them, and then after being detained, they would release them while they awaited on their court date here into the States, as opposed to
Okay,
back
okay.
to
So
whatever country
here's
they were in. Yeah.
this guy's conception of this is just essentially like, oh, he instituted remain in Mexico because he thinks that it's referencing like the asylum process where people through the asylum process will only be allowed into the country. Are allowed into the country while it is the case that their court dates are being processed. Okay, I have a question for people who are seeking asylum from Mexico. Where should they stay while their court cases are being processed?
Wait, say that again.
Yeah,
While they're
people who are seeking asylum from Mexico, where should they stay specifically while their claims are being processed?
in Mexico.
Oh my god.
They should stay in
Okay,
Mexico.
well,
Okay, they should
okay,
stay
at
in
what
the
point,
country that they're
Parker,
seeking asylum. What's the point of the asylum process existing?
Parker, at what point does it become
Hold up.
unbearable
What is
on
the
us as
point?
taxpayers? Like, no,
No,
actually, like,
they
at what
provide more
point
to the
do we
economy
have
than
to
they
bring
take from
in?
us. This is just a lie. Like asylum seekers provide more into the economy than they take from us. So can you please address this? Where should people
Wait,
who
hold
seek
on. You
asylum?
just said asylum seekers bring more into this country than like pay more. Is that what you're saying? That
Yes, they pay
they're
more in
net
taxes
positive.
than they take from any type of federal services.
Really?
So I really don't know about that one.
I know that claim is true for undocumented migrants. I am unsure about asylum
It's true for
seekers.
any group of people who is not going to be receiving as much in social benefits. Let me ask you this question: do you think the average U.S. citizen provides more into the economy than they take in social services?
Um, to be honest, I'm not sure. I would
You don't
assume.
know. You don't know. You think that we're paying
No,
more in
Parker,
social
I
services
don't
than
do
they
this for a
provide to the
job.
economy?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that are a net loss on the government or Social Security or whatever
So
they're
you think
taking, the
the
social
average
services.
person is a net loss?
I mean, maybe, but if they're an American citizen,
Really?
I think we should focus on their needs. At least, I think there should be a hierarchical structure to this, and I think that
To
we need to
clarify,
focus.
Andrew, you see the
Yes, I
United
don't know.
States as
I
the
don't know if
average
they're a net.
person is a net
I don't
loss?
know,
Wait,
Parker.
real quick, I just want to build on here. I was doing a little bit of research on this last week, and I mean there is like a fair amount of like benefits for asylum seekers specifically that I was able to research, and as well as I was looking into how much they pay in taxes per year, and I came up with like a little bit of a deficit. Like asylum seekers cost the government a little bit more than they put in through tax.
Are you talking
revenue.
federal or state?
This is
Because they don't receive what federal policies do they receive?
This is the inclusion of federal, state, and local.
Okay.
And there's like
When where did you see that from? Because that's
Um,
state and local, which I wasn't taking into account.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to finish fleshing out the position here. So about asylum seekers specifically, there is like benefits, rather that be from the federal, state, local, and all three of them that they receive. And from my research, I did determine that they cost the government a little bit more than they put in. So my position isn't that asylum seekers specifically put more into the government than they take out right now, but my position is rather that we should offer expedited pathways to citizenship or residence, or just having an ITIN, so asylum seekers can work faster and not have to wait 12 months before they could get a job, which would boost input into our taxation systems in the federal, state, and local level. And then my second argument is like a moral argument. Like the overall deficit between the amount of money that asylum seekers put into our tax systems and the amount that they cost our government is incredibly marginal when compared to year by year government expenditures and or government revenue. And saying that, like, for instance, would you be okay with spending 0.5% or a half of a percent of your annual income to sustain the lives of like hundreds of thousands of individuals that were facing a prosecution elsewhere? Like, yes.
So
In fact, I even
think
take that as far as to argue that if you're not okay with spending like half of a percent of your annual income on sustaining the lives of hundreds of thousands of people, that like that's actually immoral. So you have a moral argument there for sustaining asylum seekers in America. And then further yet, on top of that, the cost in which it would take to do a mass deportation. And the opportunity cost, it's comparable to deporting asylum seekers now, stripping benefits now to what could be the case if they were given a pathway to residency or citizenship to be productive providers, or given an ITIN significantly quicker.
can I speak for just a little bit?
Yeah, sorry, I was just fleshing out my position.
No, you're good. You're good.
I've been really deep in researching immigration. So for you Trump supporters, okay, right? I'm close to knowing, well, I'm gonna get there for undocumented migrants, legal migrants, and asylum seekers. Like everything about the legal process, everything about all the social safety nets that exist for undocumented migrants and asylum seekers in the federal, state, and local level. Y'all are gonna be so fucked. I'm gonna be so OP. I'm gonna shit on every single one of you because your stance makes no goddamn sense. Okay.
Okay, that's
Right.
great.
Dean, where with state and local did you see that they would pay less into the system than they would take out?
I think this was a calculation. I'll have to give you the source. So there's federal benefits. So someone brought up like expenditure
Okay.
on
I'll
asylum
let
seekers
you.
insofar as
I
giving
mean,
them
am I going to be
one-
able to speak?
Yeah, after I answer this. So
Okay.
I was only looking into like one system, and it was telling me that like asylum seekers on their own could receive like around $400 per month from like from this certain federal institute. I forget its name. I'll get the name to you. Then like married, they could receive up to $700 per month. And then there was a calculation of the amount of asylum seekers that would be reliant on those like expenditures from the federal government, compared to the fact that I think they pay like $40 to $53 billion in federal, state, and local taxes per year. I came up with a deficit, and that's a very little amount of research I did last night. But I am down to actually go like super in depth into it after we get off stream, just because I actually
are you just saying at points in which they can't work that they have less?
Yeah,
so
because
it would
there's
only
certain-
be that in points in which they can't work, because my point is that foreign-born labor force participation rate is higher than natural-born U.S.
Yeah, you're talking long term.
participation rate.
And that was one of my considerations in the argument that I just made, is that the opportunity of deporting undocumented migrants or asylum seekers that can't work yields a high opportunity cost in the long term.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to
Yeah.
offering them
Dean,
pathways
can
to
you
citizenship.
you've
maybe-
researched this, but isn't it true
hold-
though that
Andrew, I just want to clarify one more point.
okay, I mean, all right.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to clarify this point, man. So it seems like it's just being said that like when it is the case that you can't work under legal statutes, that then it would be the case that they'd be taking more from the system than they'd be putting into it.
Yeah, and that's typically only when those systems
Which is
when
yeah,
those
of
social safety
course.
nets would apply either. Like as soon as an asylum seeker is working, they don't get any of those benefits anymore. But like while an asylum seeker can't work, like yeah, in a lot of states, free housing, free food, free water, and then I think from the federal government, there's a couple of systems to allot monthly payments. But like my thing is I want to defend the existence of those specifically. I think.
And my point is that if the government then is restricting the asylum seeker from working, we then as a society couldn't then claim that like the asylum seeker isn't providing more than they take from the economy, at least in my eyes, because then it would be the government that would be the one restricting that from happening. It's not them.
Providing more
Like
than they take.
the asylum seeker is providing more to the economy than they're taking from it. It's just that the government isn't allowing them to do that because it wasn't
All right,
allowing them
I'll
to
let
work.
you guys continue this conversation. I'm just going to pass. I haven't talked in like 5 minutes.
Andrew,
so
you can
peace
speak.
out.
I was
No, it's
I was
fine.
just
It's fine.
I was
I'll
just
let you know.
clarifying
It's
that
fine.
point.
No, it's good.
You
I
can't
have
wait.
the-
You can't wait 5 minutes, dude.
Dude, yeah, 5 minutes. I've been waiting on the stream just to speak. For like at least 45.
Cool,
I've
dude.
got-
You were
I've-
rage baiting us this whole live. Are you mad? You gonna run away? You fucking crybaby. Jesus Christ, dude. We were having a peaceful argument, right? A discussion about something, really, and you're just getting so emotional and about to leave because you can't talk right away. Right, dude, what is this? What is this? Are you okay, dude? Are you gonna have a tantrum and leave
I
the
think I'm gonna.
live
I
because you
think.
couldn't talk
I
right
think I'm
away?
gonna be.
Oh my
No, it's
God,
just
dude.
because I've been on
Zach,
this
thank you
live
for
for
the
an
$5.
hour.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ember, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
All right, y'all have a good one. Bring on the next person. Take care.
Dude.
One last thing I'd say while we're getting the next guest up here is you said they are providing more than they take, but the government is preventing them from providing more than they take. I'm not sure if I understand that. Like this,
Yeah,
this is like me saying that I own a gun, but the government is preventing me from owning a gun.
What? I don't know what you're saying.
Well, exactly. I like.
Asylum seekers do provide more to the economy, right, than they take from it, so long as that they're able to work
Oh,
legally.
okay. A predicated on that condition. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like that's the same with any other person. If I wasn't legally able to work as a U.S. citizen, I would be providing less to the system than right I'm taking from it.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
So that same thing is true for any U.S. citizen.
I
So I
think
don't
I
see
think the
why we
way
would like
I think the way
explicitly
that
saying it's their fault. In the same way, we wouldn't say it's a U.S. citizen's fault if they were restricted from working, like during COVID.
or just like think about like a child under like 15 or under can't work under any conditions in any state in our country. So it's like, would we say that it's a fault of like a 14-year-old that they intake more than they output, economically speaking, as a provider? Like no, it's not going to be the fault of the kid. So I
Yeah, we would
definitely
like
agree
never
with you.
use that as an economic argument against them. Yeah.
Me and Parker don't disagree, chat. I see a lot of people saying Dean versus Parker. The conclusion of the discussion was that Dean is right and Parker is right, because although asylum seekers during the first 6 to 12 months of residency do take more from the government than they give to the government, to place the culpability or fault on the asylum seeker is irrational and baseless. Anyways, hello, new guests. Did you vote for Trump?
Remember,
Yes,
that's
I
so
did.
real.
Yes, I did.
And why is that?
Because I think that Trump is a perfect example of the American dream and also what he's been doing from his first term. I mean, honestly, all the way back from during his business days, going all the way into his presidency. Like I've been following him for a very long time, back when I was in fifth grade, and I know I'm kind of like a big MAGA supporter, and that's fine by me. And I think that the biggest thing that people need to realize about Trump is he's not a perfect person. He's going
Bro,
to do things
cringe.
that,
You're like me if I never grew up. Cringe.
dude, I'm literally your same age. Like if you
I
can
know, because you told me that you were
you
like a
let a
big fan
person
of Trump
finish speaking a
since like.
point before you interrupt them.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dean, stop being so fucking rude. Oh
No,
my
yeah,
God.
that was bad.
No, it's just like
That was a
if
bad
you want a
one.
person to talk, if you want a person to answer your question, you got to let the question be answered in
No,
full.
I know that was a bad interruption. Take it away.
Okay, so, and again, I know you are definitely more smarter than me in a lot of different aspects. Maybe we're going to disagree on politics, but you obviously you are a very well educated person. You know your stuff. So, going back to what I was saying.
More smarter, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. What's the point of that? Seriously, like, dude, I'm just trying to have a conversation.
Yeah,
Anyway.
That was pretty mean. Parker.
What I'm trying to say is this: Trump is not a perfect person, and I don't think he's a perfect person. However, what he's been doing with his policies from his first term, I thought a lot of his policies during his first term were okay. I couldn't vote during his first term, so that's whatever and stuff. I wanted to vote in 2020. I was 1 year off. Was really, really getting excited for the 2024 election and everything that happened. And I did, before I voted, I educated myself on all of his policies, all of his plans. And I would say that we're actually seeing a lot of his promises play out in real time. And I would say, again, not everything he's doing I agree with, but I would say for the majority, a lot of the stuff that he is doing, I will agree with. And I'm assuming that you're going to ask me the next question, what is it exactly that I agree with him on? I would say him trying to get us out, and I know this might be a trigger point, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but trying to get us pulled out of a lot of the wars that's going on in the world right now. I think that the Israel and Gaza situation is a crazy situation. I think the Ukrainian and Russia war is a very crazy situation. I'm not saying in a crazy way where it's like, they're crazy people and stuff. I'm just saying like it's a situation that's going to,
I have a great idea. Why doesn't the U.S. go and take over Ukraine?
they shouldn't do that.
Why not?
because I mean that's Ukraine. That's Ukraine.
Then Russia's not going to invade.
That's not our place though,
Why not?
because that's
It's
Ukraine's.
gonna say we're pro peace, bro.
You know, I've
We're
actually.
pro
We're
peace.
pro peace, but we are pro peace. But
Wait,
if we-
I have a question. No, seriously.
Okay.
Would you still support Trump if he did want to take over Ukraine?
if you're talking about statements that he's made in the past, whether it's like the trolling with like the Kane stuff or just like the Gaza's types,
No, like hypothetically, if Donald Trump wanted to move in and like take over Ukraine and kick all the Ukrainians out, you know, in the war and whatnot, would you still support the guy?
if you're talking about Gaza and you're making a
I'm
coalition,
not talking about Gaza. I'm talking about Ukraine.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Well, what the fuck does Gaza have to do with my question? I'm asking you about Ukraine once again. No. Sir, I'm talking about Ukraine. Now answer my question about Ukraine. If Donald Trump, no, because the first word you said was Gaza. I'm not talking about Gaza. I'm talking about Ukraine. Okay, so if Donald Trump wanted to go into Ukraine and kick all the Ukrainians out, I don't know, build a Riviera, you know, and the war, no more Ukrainians are dying because they're forcefully, you know, displaced, and they get no right to return. Would you still
I know
support the
exactly
guy?
what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. And if Trump, if he came out and said, listen, the United States is going to make Ukraine a territory with no negotiations, no, like, you know, sort of diplomatic result to make that happen. All the Ukrainians do not want it, and they want us to have another war over it. I would say, no, I do not support that.
No, would you still support him if he ethnically cleansed all, like you know,
I know
1.4
the
million
exact
Ukrainians?
words you're using because you're trying to do a thing where you switch it, but I'm not going to go
Would you
down
still?
that road.
So if you're refusing to answer my question, you've lost the debate.
I never answered the question. If you want
You
to
said
ask,
that you're not willing to go down that route. Would you still support the president if he ethnically cleansed 1.4 million Ukrainians?
If he forcefully, without any good reason, without any people supporting this situation, said, you know, basically like did like an Adolf Hitler, where I'm going to, you know, annex all of Western Germany, sure, but that's not what he's saying.
Okay,
He's
so I just want to clarify: you would not support the president if he ethnically cleansed 1.4 million Ukrainians.
I know what you're doing. You're trying to get me in a gotcha moment for
Well, I
the
don't know what
YouTube
you're
clips.
doing because you're not answering my question. Would you still support the president if he ethnically cleansed 1.4 million Ukrainians?
Because words matter, Parker. No, Parker Dean.
And I'm making my words clear.
Okay, chill out. Listen.
I'll
It's
only
fine.
chill once you answer the question. Would you still
I'm
support the
trying to
president
answer
if he
the
ethnically cleansed 1.4 million Ukrainians?
Without a diplomatic or any negotiation, no, I would not.
Okay, so
If he just invaded a country if he invaded land that is not owned by another country, and that country said, yes, go in and do what you need to do, and with no negotiation, if you're basically saying if he like was to go start a war for no reason just to get land.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I said was, would you still support the
Panama,
president
Greenland.
if he ethnically cleansed 1.4 million
Gaza.
Ukrainians? I don't want you to add any words to my question. I don't want you to add anything I didn't say to what I am saying. I just want you to respond to my question. Would you still support the president if he ethnically cleansed 1.4 million Ukrainians?
In that situation, like words matter. You can't.
Dude, words
say-
matter. I'm not gonna answer the question, dude. I can't
No,
answer
I'm
this
not
question,
saying-
man. I know it's gonna make me look bad, dude. I can't answer it.
That's not what
Please
I'm
stop,
saying.
Dean.
Dude, why can't
Please.
you have an adult conversation? Words matter, and I'm not saying
Dude, you're the one not having an adult conversation by not answering
words
the
matter.
question.
I can say I'm gonna go kill somebody, but if I don't actually,
Dude, what is
Just
this
listen to me.
guy saying?
Listen to me what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Would you still support Donald Trump if he ethnically cleansed 1.4 million Ukrainians?
That's not a broad enough sentence for what you're asking.
What? Wait! I'm so sorry. You're unsure? You need more context to ethnic cleansing?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. By the way, I did look up earlier what you're talking about. I can't find any article where he actually
Would
said
you
the words
still
ethnic cleansing.
support Donald Trump if he ethnically cleansed 1.4 million Ukrainians, sir?
In a tyrannical way with no negotiations, sure.
Oh, so if he didn't do it in a tyrannical, I don't know how you can ethnically
Okay.
cleanse people in a
I think
non-tyrannical way.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Apparently, ethnic cleansing can be peaceful, according to this
No,
guy.
I don't.
Now,
what do you
next
mean
question.
it
Now we're
works?
getting somewhere, bud.
I'm
We're
saying,
getting
what
somewhere.
works?
We are.
What?
We are really getting somewhere, sir. So you answer that no. Okay. Would you still support Donald J. Trump if he ethnically cleansed 1.4 million Palestinians?
In a tyrannical way, no, definitely not.
Donald Trump wants to ethnically cleanse 1.4 million Palestinians.
Listen, I'm not trying to do like, and this is why I said when we were doing the whole Ukraine thing, and you said, and I said, I know what you're going to do, and you're like, don't put words in my mouth. I knew this is what you're going to do. So here's the thing. I looked up earlier on what's it called, Google, and I've seen hundreds of articles by The Guardian, Reuters, all talking about this, which, by the way, I think her name was Tia or whatever, Tian or whatever her name was. She was talking about California water pumps that he turned
Get to
on.
the point.
That was on Reuters. But you're right. Going back to my point, I looked on The Guardian, I've looked on Reuters, I've looked on Fox, I've looked on CNN, I've looked on every single possible way. Everybody has that sort of ethnic cleansing sort of news headline, but I've never once seen any footage or any exact direct quote of him saying it.
Yeah, did Hitler
What?
ever call the Holocaust a genocide?
Wait, I mean,
No, please. Did Hitler ever call the Holocaust a genocide?
I do not know. Off the top of my head, no, I do not.
Was the Holocaust a genocide?
Yes.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, I think someone once said, I mean, by definition, no, but that does not disturb the fact that it is. I mean, what he did was beyond terrible, and he was like the worst human to ever exist.
So in other words, Hitler doesn't have to call the Holocaust a genocide for it to be a genocide because it fits the definition.
That's not that. Well, it wasn't in his early years in rise of power. He was trying to make it more like the Jewish people, like taking over Germany and like a what's it called
Are we talking to a Nazi?
No, and I don't know why you even would say that. I know you're trying to get like the clickbait. I'm not a Nazi at all. I'm actually wearing right now a knockoff.
Definitionally speaking, was a Holocaust a genocide?
Yes, I would say so. Yes, I've heard people say online and stuff, not like YouTubers or whatever. I've heard people like when they're debating about stuff that happened during World War II and stuff. I heard people say that I guess like the definition isn't or whatever. I don't know.
I've heard people say that the Earth is flat.
I never said the Earth was flat.
oh my god, dude, he has like 2 brain cells.
No,
Just
you don't got.
click-clacking.
This is why people.
I'm
get
sorry.
so
Stop
turned off on the left.
trying to.
This is why people
No,
get so turned off
I'm
the
not
left.
even trying to be rude, dude.
You are, though.
It's
You're
just
being a
true.
jerk,
I
dude,
don't.
honestly.
What am I supposed to say, dude? I'm
don't even
serious,
know what I
dude.
wanna say.
I actually don't even know what I'm supposed to say. Like, dude? Am I supposed to not acknowledge reality? Am I supposed to sit here and lie to you?
Lie to me about what?
Is that nicer to you, dude? I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. No, listen, I'm not, made fun of you guys. I've not called you guys names because not only is this your podcast / live, but also I'm trying to respect you guys in good faith. You have to pick at me. You have to try to get the frickin' argument. Say, are you a Nazi? I'm not a Nazi,
Bro. Yeah, dude. I'm so sorry. You were like saying shit like, well,
No,
somebody,
I wasn't.
Listen. You're
Yeah,
like,
here we go.
well, somebody told me according to the definition. No,
That's not what I was saying. Dean, that's not what I was saying.
you. I just quoted you.
That's not what I was saying.
just
You're
took
taking it out of context, Dean, so you can get the thing. What I was saying was I have watched many.
Listen, you clarified it for us.
No,
you
but you
think
gotta
the
keep saying it,
Holocaust was a genocide. Thank
Yes.
you for clarifying that for us.
And
That's
don't
all
say
I
again,
wanted
not
from
to
you.
on a
But I
massive
want to
live
clarify, if you
tried to
didn't
kill
think the
the enemy,
Holocaust
hate
was a
and stuff?
genocide, you would be a Nazi. And when you said that, well, somebody told me according to the definition
not
it's
what I
not,
was saying, for
that
God's sake.
made me, ask you the fair question. Do you praise Hitler?
I hate Hitler. Hitler was a terrible person. I don't have it on me right now, but I literally bought a freaking white shirt that's like what's it called, a parody of the Kanye shirt, where it's like a black Jewish star to represent Jewish people. I support Judaism. I support the people, and I think what happened with the Holocaust was terrible, an abomination on the human culture. And I think when I'm telling you, when you said the Holocaust is genocide, I said I don't know. I would say yes. I am not a dictionary. I don't know the exact term of genocide. So don't, get mad at me when you don't have to freaking make, this is why, here's the thing. This is why people get so turned off by the left. I really hope that after Trump's term, the left can bring up somebody who can, be understanding and not be, so attacking to other people. And I would say the same for the Republicans.
Corinthian, you have to think of like ideologies and beliefs outside of the context of people in order to evaluate an ideology accurately. If you're
Yes.
evaluating a belief system on the basis of like someone you interacted with that has that belief system, well then you are fundamentally misunderstanding why beliefs should or how you should evaluate beliefs. Does that make sense?
Yes, but here's the thing. The difference is this. You guys support a different political candidate than me, and I support a different political candidate than you. The thing that and again, I'm not saying Republicans do this, because I know hundreds of people on MAGA and in Republicans who attack Democrats ruthlessly and do things, in my opinion, that turn off people from the left in order to, sort of get them to see their perspective. I'm not denying that. I would, though, say, on the average whole, a lot of people who are either debating or talking to conservatives tend to do, whether it's subconsciously or consciously, a bit of a belittling. I'm a human being. I have a different subjective experience. Sure, we may have, objective things that are 100% true that we both agree and stuff, but there is also going to be an underlying existence of.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. If I was in a slightly worse mood, I'd start crashing out on you because you're really annoying me. You know that? You're annoying the fuck out of me.
So,
Do you know?
Here.
Wow.
Let's go into this, and I think it might be productive with him.
Well,
Why do you gotta say that to me? I'm trying to.
It's fine.
I don't understand that. What you're gonna crack? Have I once made fun of you on this thing? Have I once made fun of you?
Listen,
You don't have to do that to be annoying.
the reason
I could say the same thing
you're
about you. You guys interrupt people all night.
the reason
hours to talk
the
to you.
reason that you're annoying me is because my question, are you a Nazi, was very fair in the context that you said, according to some people, definitionally speaking, the Holocaust was not a genocide. Okay? You then clarified that you do think the Holocaust was a genocide. At that point, we could have continued on in our debate. But instead, you've decided to spend the last 10 minutes.
Because you attacked me on a live stream with over 8,000 people.
Don't worry, I have 1,600 people on.
Okay.
How many do you have people on YouTube?
Right now, I have 1,700 as well, so we're actually closer
Yeah,
to
so-
12,000.
Sorry, well, on my end,
Like,
it's
okay,
8.2.
Okay, so, should we not question people that imply they might think the Holocaust wasn't a genocide by
That's not
asking
what I
them if they're
said.
Nazi?
That's not what I said. I said I've seen World War II documentaries that are done by legit sources like National Geographic, the History Channel or whatever, and there were people who have brought the actual literal definition because it's like a number of people or whatever. I don't know. That's why I said I don't know. I didn't say not.
Wait, I didn't attack you because I didn't call you Nazi. I asked you if you were
You said,
one.
"Are you a Nazi?" In a very
Yeah.
"Are
Yes,
you a Nazi?"
I asked you if you were a Nazi.
You didn't. If you asked it how you're saying it right now, I would have not been, so I guess you would say triggered or whatever. But you said it in a very loud way towards me, trying to get the sort of clickbait response.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
"You're not."
precisely. So, see, here's the thing. Because now you think that the tone of my voice made implications about the intention behind my statement, and you think that you're justified in doing so, but yet you stating that some people definitionally don't think the Holocaust was a genocide could never make the implication that you don't think it's a genocide. So
I do not think that-
how come you are justified in interpreting implications predicated on the tone of my voice, but I'm not justified in interpreting implications based upon the words you say, and then not making an accusation, but
Because
merely asking you a question?
Because I was trying to.
All I did, I interpreted the words you said, which led me to a question. And now you're so mad that you're interpreting the tone of my voice, leading you to an accusation, which is worse than what I did. So, in other words, every single thing that you're accusing me of right now could just be bounced back right on yourself.
No, I'm saying it's a difference. When you were asking me, is the Holocaust a genocide? I basically said, I don't know. I would say so. And then you went down. You said
You don't
That
know?
is some Nazi shit right there.
no, that's not.
Yes,
not what I
it
meant. What?
fucking is.
That's not what it is at all.
Dude,
That's not
wait,
what it
no.
is at all.
No. You don't know if the Holocaust is a genocide?
I would say it is. Yes. I would
What
say
You do know.
going
So you do know. So you do know.
Yes, to my own understanding.
Why did you just say that?
Then
You
why is
don't
he
know?
saying
That's
this?
not what I
What is
said.
this
You
guy
aren't listening.
doing?
Is this guy gaslighting us? I'm so confused.
This
here.
could be
Like,
this could be a Nazi gaslighting us.
No, see, that's what it is. You have no respect for people, Dean
This
or
very
Parker.
this very well
it's
could
not
be a
us not
Nazi
having
gaslighting
respect. You
us.
literally said that.
No,
I have this
you
on
are
recording.
taking words and you are twisting them so you
No,
can
we're
get
not.
the thing to
We're
say.
not twisting
No,
anything.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes,
What
you
did I
are.
twist? What did I twist?
You are taking a word, a one sentence that I said
What word,
about
what sentence did
watching
I take out of
a
context?
History Channel documentary and then describing the word genocide in the dictionary in terms of like a certain number of people or something. And when you asked me, would I consider the Holocaust genocide? I then said yes, and then you kept pressuring like, are you just? And I said I don't know. I was saying it in the context of I personally believe, as well as 100% of the rest of the population of the world believe it and stuff. But I don't know off the top of my head of what the actual physical Wikipedia dictionary definition of the word genocide stands for. I would say it's an
Okay,
abomination.
okay. But you did say that I don't know, right? You did say that, right?
Would you rather me act pompous and give you an answer without thought? I don't know
I'm
the
confused
actual.
how this guy's responding to me.
Wait.
Is he answering my questions?
Real quick, am I sitting on a chair?
Yes. Oh, I can't tell actually because I'm watching on TikTok. I don't know if it's a stool or a chair, and also the chat is blurring it. I think it's a chair. Yeah.
What's a chair? Define chair.
Tell me. I would say.
Oh,
I would say
so how fucking come you could say with conviction that I'm sitting on a chair, even though you don't know the textbook definition of a chair, but you
Did I
can't say with
say-
conviction that the Holocaust was a genocide.
Okay, can I give the textbook definition of what a chair is? No, I can give you my objective looking at a chair. It's a physical thing that you can sit your behind in and do work on.
Just like I,
don't
can
know.
look at the systemic execution of 12 million people and call it a genocide.
That's what I exactly said. That's why I said it's an abomination to humanity. It's a terrible thing that happened, and it should never happen again in human history.
So then why did you say that you don't know if it's a genocide?
Persecution.
You literally said
and
that
degradation.
according to some, it's not, and you don't know.
That's not what I said.
It
You are
is.
cheating.
Those
No,
are
it's
two
not.
statements that have
No,
come
it's
out of
not.
your mouth.
Okay,
No,
Corinthian.
No, you guys are pricks,
Hold up,
honestly.
Corinthian.
You
No,
take
I
what
just
person's
want you
word.
to listen. We're not taking you out of context. I
No,
want
you
to,
are. You are. You're
listen,
trying to get the
listen.
clips, and you
Hey,
know what?
listen, I'm not trying to get any clips. I'm not trying to get any clips right now. I'm serious. I want you to go back into my live right now because these lives are on YouTube, and I want you to watch back the conversation that we had together, right?
Sure.
And I want you to like just to see what you said because
Can we do it
I
without
don't
any
think I don't
interruptions
think
from
that
both sides?
we are misrepresenting what you said at all. I
Can
think
we
that's
watch
what
the clip in full context with no interruptions from both sides?
I'm telling you. You can go do that later because clearly every
Okay,
one of
you
us
said we can't
already
see it.
experienced this.
I'm not saying the entire clip. I'm saying from the moment we start talking about the Holocaust and if it being a genocide, can we watch from the very beginning of that point?
Yeah, go watch it yourself.
Kinshi,
Okay,
thank you so
exactly,
much for the
exactly,
$5
okay.
over on Venmo for the HD quality.
No,
Yeah,
it-
guys,
no.
how do you
we
feel
already
about?
experienced
Can
it.
we debate
You guys
on an
like
actual
that
topic?
stream?
Because I'm
You guys
tired of
like
having
the
to
stream?
explain
I like it.
myself.
I like it.
Can we actually debate on a topic
Yeah, we
rather
can.
than arguing
Yeah.
definitions in the
Yeah,
dictionary?
Corinthian. Yeah. Can you name me 2 economic policies that Donald Trump influenced get passed that you like?
Economic? No, not off the top of my head. I can give you other policies.
Okay. Can you name any other policies that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that you like?
In his previous term or in his current term that he's trying to get passed through?
Either or.
Okay, I will give you the current ones. I would probably say, off the top of my head, I would say maybe like the whole declaring and I'm not saying this in a smart way, like in like a smart snarky way. I would say probably declaring a national emergency at the southern border of the United States when he signed the executive order. Basically closing up the border and strengthening it up and giving power back to our border security.
Okay, that's not 2 policies. And also,
I-
what
no, I-
particular
I'm saying one-
executive
I
order
was
are you
saying one.
referencing?
No, I was saying one, and I was going to let you respond to that, say yes or no or whatever, and I was going to give you the next one.
What executive order is that?
I believe I'll have to look that up. Hold on. He signed that, I believe, on the 20th. I think the 20th of January. I believe it was like it was like the first day he was in office. Let me see.
And that was.
I did write a note down on my pad because I did some research ahead of time just to make sure I knew the exact definition and term. I would say the whole, I would say Doge. I mean, I don't know if that's an exact. He established that department, and he also had the ending radical and wasteful government DEI programs and preferencing, I believe it is, and he signed that on also January 20th. And
You're
I
reading
would
it off
say
of Google. I could tell.
No, I haven't. I'm not reading off Google. I have a notepad in front of me that I wrote down notes earlier.
Oh, based. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you like you said, you guys have like a lot of experience, and you have a lot of stuff in your brain. I don't have everything
Yeah,
in my
no,
brain.
W nuts.
So I would just say that, and also I would say when you were talking about Ukraine earlier, I was going to say our foreign policy that we're doing right now. Zelensky has announced that he's going to return to the White House and he's ready to negotiate peace, and I think that that's a big thing. Politics aside, I think that the war in Ukraine needs to end, and I think that I think Ukraine needs to come out, with their country still intact, and I think that we need to, get our money and our soldiers out of Ukraine. And
That's not going to happen under Trump.
how do you know that? Because it's happening. Zelensky's returning to the White House in the next 2 days or so to negotiate
The
peace.
peace deal won't leave Ukraine intact
How do you know that?
because it's going to give Ukrainian land to Russia. Because
that
Russia's not made any concessions.
Is that based off? And I'm not again. I'm not trying.
Yeah,
I'm not saying.
yeah. Tell me one concession that Russia's made.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. How do you know? I'm asking. How do you know?
Because there aren't any. From all of Trump's meetings and public conversations with Putin, Russia's
We've
made
not
zero
seen their
concessions.
private meetings. We've not seen their private meetings.
Okay, well, yeah, but we have no evidence that they've made concessions in their private meetings.
Well, a deal can't be done. A deal can't be done when, for lack of a better term, when the cards are on the table for everyone to see. You need to actually be able to, if you want to actually.
Wait, so then why would Zelensky be going back to the Oval Office? Weren't you just arguing that a deal would be done in the Oval Office for all to see?
Yes, but he's realized that he needs the United States help to get this
But
deal
you just
done.
told me that a deal can't be done for all to see.
No, that's no. What I'm saying to you
That is literally
the
word for
exact
word.
terms.
what
The
you're
exact terms. Do you think Zelensky would give up his exact terms for what he needs to both Putin and Trump before he lays them out in a private setting and they disagree and they agree on certain things?
They've already done both.
They've done both, but they haven't signed anything. And I guarantee you that I think Zelensky's going to want some sort of protection, whether that's NATO, and that may or may not get protected.
He's already said that's NATO.
Okay, again, I'm not, I don't know every single thing on the internet, but I'm saying that I would say that the fact that we're already seeing the possibility of this war ending, hopefully very soon, is a big follow through with one of his promises. Whether or not you like Trump or whatever, I think that the wars that's going on in Israel and Gaza and Ukraine and Russia, as quote him, the dying needs to stop. People need to stop, dying over these proxies.
But you don't stop people dying on the Gaza Strip by forcing them off of the Gaza Strip. That's not an effective way to stop people from dying. That's
Stop
not
the
a
people
moral
killing
way
them.
of stop people from dying.
Just to be clear, I do not know, and I'm again, like I said with the other comment, I do not know enough about the whole moving them, to Jordan and Egypt and all that stuff. I've heard that.
Okay, it took me 30 seconds to learn all I need to know to determine that it's immoral because it violates the right to self-determination in the forceful expulsion of
Gaza?
people from one
Have you
area to
seen
another group.
Gaza? Have you seen Gaza? It
Yeah, I've
looks
seen
like
pictures.
Hiroshima. It looks like Hiroshima.
Oh, so
it
let me
looks
guess.
like
Trump is
Nagasaki.
doing something good by ethnically cleansing them. That was
Wait,
the
so
most
then why
popular
not
policy.
give them a right to? So why not give
the-
Palestinians a right to return to the land after you rebuild it?
To be honest with you, I wish he would do that.
He said he doesn't support a right to return for Palestinians.
Okay, that's something we disagree on then. I'm not,
That's a pretty fucking big disagreement.
it depends
That's
on.
ethnic cleansing.
And then
It's
also
not ethnic cleansing. Ethnic
That
cleansing.
is by
Oh,
definition
oh,
ethnic
Hey,
cleansing.
hey there, bud. What's ethnic
That is-
cleansing? Tell us.
What?
Tell us
Off
what
the top
ethnic
of my
cleansing
head.
is.
Based off the two words being put together, I would assume that's wiping out a race because of, I would say probably wiping out a race based off, their race, I guess I would say.
So
I don't know.
it's a forceful expulsion or removal of an unwanted ethnic or religious group from society. That is the definition per Oxford Language. Donald Trump's plan for Gaza's ethnic cleansing is he wants to forcefully remove the ethnic group of Palestinians away from the Gaza Strip to elsewhere, meaning that it fulfills all criteria under the classical definition and any other definition provided. Denying that Trump's plan is ethnic cleansing is like denying that a square has four sides.
So wait, is Israel trying to ethnic cleanse the Palestinians?
Yes, and so is Trump.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Okay.
And also, actually, I guess Israel isn't trying to ethnically cleanse Palestinians. They are ethnically cleansing the Palestinians.
I'm asking this question. I'm not saying this in a snarky way. Who owns the actual Gaza Strip? I actually have never gotten this answered in like a clear, laid out manner because it goes back and forth like that agreement from like the early 2000s.
Corinthian, the people that live there.
what are they a part of the Israel like society? Like, are they part of like God?
Palestinians that live there, that have lived there.
And then
I
also
honestly
like
I do not know.
the Gaza Strip isn't real estate, bro. Like, okay, let's
never said
assume.
it. Well, it was. They were kind of poor
I just
citizens
want to
back in the Biden
I just want to
administration.
demonstrate something to you real quick. Let's assume that Israel owns the Gaza Strip. If Donald Trump forcefully removed all Palestinians living on it, that'd still be ethnic cleansing and would not change a single moral implication. You understand that, right?
I have a question. Evacuating, and again, the returning process. I do not agree with him on if he's not going to allow them to return at all.
Can you acknowledge what I just said, please?
Can you repeat what you just said, just real quick, just to make sure
He didn't listen.
I did listen. I didn't hear what you said.
That was a contradiction. You're funny. You're funny as
I'm
fuck.
sorry,
Sometimes
I'm
people
pretty
just
sure, like, I don't
be talking
understand.
so
I
fast.
can't
that they
do
just
it,
don't
dude.
even know
My
what they
brain
say.
just doesn't function sometimes. Like it's just like,
You
am
guys
I
just be
supposed to
respectful,
genuinely
honestly.
engage
I'm
with
not-
you?
You guys like act like, oh, when I'm listening to you, I'm losing brain cells. I'm a human being, and so are you. You should treat me with the same level of respect I'm trying to treat you.
Are you treating me with respect when you say that I say that you're not listening and you say I heard it, I didn't hear it, but I am listening.
I didn't understand with what you were trying to ask me. That's
I'm
what I
a
was
human
trying to.
being, so are you. You should treat me as with respect the same way I do to you. That was a rhyme, bro. That was a bar. We got Matty B raps up in this bitch, man. It's crazy
Dude,
shit.
That is such a throwback to you. You did not just. Does Dean kind of look like Matty B? Raps.
I don't know who Matt is.
No, I don't. I don't look like Matty B. All right.
I'm getting some of those vibes.
Anyways,
Dude,
so
I'm just trying to talk to you.
I can repeat what I said. Don't worry, man.
Okay.
So, assuming a falsehood, that
Mm-hmm.
the falsehood being that Israel owns the Gaza Strip, this wouldn't change that Donald Trump's plan to forcefully expel the Palestinians is ethnic cleansing, nor would it make it go from immoral to moral. It'd still be immoral.
Okay, I do got a question.
I don't want a question. I just want an acknowledgement that I'm right.
If it's Israel's land and these people have been attacking back towards Israel, would that not give Israel a valid reason to not want the people who are attacking Israel to be expelled from the country?
Yeah, babies and children and women attacking.
I'm not
Israel.
talking about them. They should be allowed to return. But the guys who have
babies and
the
children
mothers
and women attacking
in the
Israel.
hospitals above them.
Oh, wait. Did you
No,
say that you're
no.
not talking about them? Well, Trump is, bitch. All right.
I never said that. I never said Trump's not talking
yeah.
about them.
It's a harsh fucking reality.
You let a
All
person
right.
finish their
Now
story.
recognize that Donald Trump's plan is ethnic cleansing.
What? Say what you said.
You heard what I said. Okay.
No.
Right. So you
No,
were
if
like,
it's Israel's
oh, well,
land,
I bet
people are attacking
Israel
them.
will have a right to do it if all those Palestinian people are just very evil and trying to kill the Israeli people. Then I was like,
didn't say
how
all
could
Palestinians are evil.
babies, children, how could these individuals be evil wanting to kill Israelis? And then you're like, well, I'm not talking about them. Then I was like, well,
No,
Trump
I'm
is,
not. No,
bitch,
what I'm
right?
saying
So
is-
like,
what I
is
am
Donald
saying
Trump's
is-
plan ethnic cleansing?
It's not ethnic cleansing. No, it's not. I would say no. It's not
because like you think like the amputated children are Hamas?
no. I
So
do
then
not
what the
think
hell are
that-
you
Let
saying
a person
about the
fucking
people
finish their
living
response,
on the
dude.
Gaza
Seriously.
Strip trying to kill
Dude,
all
Let a
Israelis?
person finish their response. If you want an actual freaking real response, let a person talk instead of being a little bitch and interrupting people. Seriously. I don't understand this, man. I really don't. I'm trying to give you an actual response, and you just all you do is you get that big angry face on your face, and you just talk down towards people. And again, I do not know all the policies going back to the 2000s, and even before that, of if it's Israel's land, if it's Gaza lands. I'm ignorant to that, and I will say that. But if it was Israel's land and people are attacking Israel, I would say they are justified to have those people expelled, not the people who are not attacking. The fact that and I think that the fact that Hamas has had their places built underneath places where they have children and women is so freaking stupid. It's so wrong and so evil. Women and children and innocent people should not, on both sides, should not have to suffer during this war.
The reason that you're getting mad is because I just keep on telling you that Donald Trump wants to remove all innocent people from the Gaza Strip, and then I ask you if that's
I've
ethnic
never
cleansing.
seen that. I've never seen that. I've never heard him say that.
Oh,
If you can-
I'm so sorry. Is he just gonna have to remove Hamas to build his Riviera? Or the
You,
innocent
you,
people
you
are
do
like,
understand that Trump does troll. I would prefer if he didn't troll, but you do know that Trump does troll, right?
Corinthian, do you
You
agree?
trolled this entire thing.
Do you agree saying that Palestinians should not have a right to return is ethnic cleansing?
In a broad definition, saying the word Palestinians, sure, you go that route.
Did you know that Donald Trump in an interview said that Palestinians should not have the right to return?
Can you point me to the link of when he said that?
Yes, it was a Fox News interview with Brett Barr.
Okay, I will look that up after we talk. But just for the record, context does matter. If I say I love baseball, I'm giving a very broad definition. What team do you like? What league do you like? You have to actually have more than just one word. That's why when you ask me questions and I say I don't know, and then when you ask me do I know any economic policies, I said off the top of my head, no, I do not. Words matter, and in the way that they're said, matter a lot. And I just think that
Jason, thank you so much for the $10 over on PayPal, saying you taking philosophy really gives you an edge. Keep cooking. I appreciate that, Jason. Well, I actually got into these debates via philosophy. I've only been debating politics for a little under a year now, but I've been doing like philosophical debate for 4-5 years. I've been, on and off. So.
Yo, Shannon with $150 on PayPal. Thank you so much, Shannon. Thank you so much. I appreciated it. To keep it up with the fucking donos to beat Dean. Yo, thank you. I really appreciate it. Hashtag Parker for president. Yo, can we get some W's for Shannon in the comment section right now?
Shannon,
thank you so much. Yo, W to
Shannon,
I appreciate it, Shannon.
You're a D1 hater, quite frankly. You're a D1 hater, quite frankly. Everybody.
W to Shannon.
Shannon has just been like randomly jumping in here, being like, "Big Dean, yeah, fuck Dean, fuck you."
W Shannon, and Shannon's 3-year-old. Yeah, W.
Is there any other donations or chats or whatever it is?
Oh yeah, I could say thank you to other people. Don't worry. Sarah, thank you so much for the $5. Riley, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. Thank you. April, thank you for the $3. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Dude, I was trying. Just for the record, I wasn't saying that be a jerk. I was saying that so that you obviously have a business to run and you have a thing that you gotta do. That's why I was quiet and that's why I didn't interrupt. And I was only asking because there was a space between. You didn't have to.
Yeah. No, I was in. I wasn't mad or anything. I was just. I was
mad.
gonna.
You know what you're doing though. You know what you're doing. You're doing that little thing where you like it's like like you're trying to it's whatever.
You said that I could do it and I just went and did it because you said I could do it.
I was asking if the chats were done or if there was any other ones, but then you're like, yeah, I can go do more. But it's whatever.
Yeah. You asked if there was more and I was like, yeah, I could do more.
Okay, whatever, Parker. Anyway,
thank you so much for the galaxy. I appreciate you so much for the love. It's very kind of you. I'd also like to thank Jason. Thank you so much for the $10 over on PayPal.
By the way,
Sarah with the $5 on PayPal. Alana with the $5 on PayPal as well. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, everybody. Thank you.
For the record, just to let you know, I have been receiving people sending me like direct messages on here, calling me a Nazi. So thanks for that. But it's like it's that kind of crap. It's like I try to be respect you in good faith. I only got
thank you for the $5 on Venmo.
It's
I
nothing.
appreciate you for the love. And Jessica with the $5.
You just interrupt people. You interrupt people, dude. I'm trying to talk to you and be real.
You're right. I am interrupting you, and quite frankly, man.
Be a man. Quite frankly, be a man.
Yeah, Sid, thank you for the $15. Thank you so much for just to annoy him. Thank you so much, Sid.
How do you like it when somebody interrupts you?
Quite frankly, be a man. Wait, I thought that you thought a man was an adult human male.
It is.
So I am. Oh,
okay. So am I a man?
If you're a biological man, yeah, sure.
How do you know?
So what did you mean be a man?
Wait, actually, can I ask him? Can I ask him this question? How do you know that I'm a man?
I'm not doing the transgender debate with you guys.
No, I'm not even. I'm just asking you how you know that I'm a man.
It's honestly kind of hard to even tell at this point, but
Okay. It is okay. Well, how do you know?
I'm gonna roll the dice, and hopefully I'm not incorrect, but I would.
You're just gonna roll the dice. So that's all you're doing. You're just rolling the dice.
Because I don't want to have a, as Dean, I thought he said earlier.
Okay, thank you for the $10 to interrupt the guest. Thank you.
Jessica, thank you so much for like the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love, Jessica. I'm not going to lie. So for everybody watching, you're seeing like a very unique Dean experience. So like right now is a point where I have a guest, screaming, angry and mad, pissed and shit their diaper, whatever the hell. But we have these guests a lot. But the interesting thing about me right now is that I literally couldn't give a single fuck. I could not give a shit about any of the of the words coming out of this guy's mouth.
Exactly. You
And
don't respect
it-
anybody.
it is just phenomenal. Like I'm at motherfucking Zen right now, and this is a new experience for me. Okay, because usually you little shits get under my skin a little bit.
You call
But
people
right
little
now,
shits. You don't expect them to be
I'm
jerks
chilling.
to you. You literally are digging yourself in the whole part, Dean. If you want respect, give respect. You try to attack people with clickbait. Are you a Nazi? And then you're like, why are they mad all of a sudden? Why are they raging? You literally we are human beings on a freaking video chat. You have a massive following. I don't.
TW, thank you for the $10. Thank you so
People are
much.
like, why do you have only 9 followers? I don't even use TikTok.
why are you crying
Why are
so
you-
much, dude?
Dude,
This is
seriously, like, why do you care about some random person in the comment section saying you have 9 followers?
listen.
No, I'm trying to clarify for the. I keep getting people sending me, "Are you a Nazi?" in my direct messages.
Okay, I'm gonna give you word of
I'm
advice.
sorry. Hey, everyone in the chat. I'm just gonna tell everyone: do not send Corinthians.
Okay, no,
Do not do that.
Dude,
I'm
you guys
serious.
are
I'm actually being genuinely serious.
seriously.
I'm not joking. I'm
You're
being
assholes.
genuinely serious.
The way that
Do
you
not-
said that was so unserious.
Hold, come on, no, come on, you fucked me up. I was actually saying it. I was literally trying to say it. I'm not even joking. I'm just like, do
Say
not
it,
send
say
him that. God, now you're making me laugh.
Do you not understand though that you guys have a massive following?
No,
I was trying. I was trying.
No,
to help.
Parker was genuinely trying, and we actually do disagree. And condemn the bombarding of messages to guests, including
I don't
yourself.
even use
even now.
TikTok. I don't even use TikTok. I only got on here because a buddy sent me a video of you guys talking. And here's the thing: I have seen a video of you guys before, and I watched the entire live stream. I may disagree with you, but I still want to hear your points and what you have to say. But when I get on here, you just throw.
I'm just over the complaining. I just want to debate, man.
Then let's debate. Let's debate.
Yo, Melanie, thank you so much for the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Melanie. I really appreciate the $50. Thank you so much to Kickem. Thank you so much. Kiara, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Jocelyn, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Mental Gymnastics, thank you so much. I appreciate the $20. Thank you so much. They said, like if you think the color is a Nazi. That's crazy. Hazel,
Yeah,
thank you for the
thanks.
$2. Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
Thanks.
Oh
And
my
they also
God.
Kiara asked me to ask you if you think that the people, the indigenous people of North America, were ethnically cleansed.
I would say so.
Genocided.
Yes. I would say
Okay.
so. Yes.
Jason, holy shit, dude, Jason with a $100 donation over on PayPal.
Oh,
I wanna
Jason
see at
and
least
Jay for the $100 as
$1,000
well.
for Jason in
Yo,
that chat. Jason says
Jason
for
and Jay for-
literally cooking every MAGA. It's true they're scared to debate you.
I'm not scared. I'm
Quite
brave.
frankly, Jason K and yo, it's Jur. Don't
Yo,
read.
Jason and Jay for.
No, they put the don't read at the last.
Dude, I accidentally that happens to me sometimes. They didn't say that to me, but yeah, thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Jason and Jay for? Thank you so much.
Oh, you actually put the don't read before the part. I got you.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. It was
Yeah.
before that. Okay,
Yeah, no, it
I have a
was.
question for
Good.
you.
I'm happy when people put it before, because if they put it after, then I feel so terrible, because I always read the message and then see it after. I'm like,
I know.
ah.
I know every time. every
I do have
time.
a question, Dean, and this is not me, being a jerk or whatever. I'm just asking. I was having a little sort of disagreement with somebody I work with. You're talking about if objective morality exists versus if an objective morality does not exist. I said I think objective morality exists, and one of the actual examples I used was the Holocaust. The Holocaust, and he's actually.
Everybody thinks the Holocaust is wrong, therefore it must be objectively wrong. So a couple thoughts on that.
Yes.
First of all, I'm personally a moral subjectivist. Second of all, you're making like a pretty common mistake, I'd say. Like a lot of people do this. They kind of like assume like just because everybody most people may agree on the consensus of morality, that means that it must be objectively true. Well, I don't think that does mean that it's objectively true. Can we agree that like beauty standards are subjective?
I think that it's kind of both ways. I think there is like a generic objective, like healthy and all that stuff. But I would say subjective. Yes, I'd say subjective exists more so in the objective sense. I would say.
Well, I think
Depending on
that
people's
I
tastes.
think like in an objective beauty standard is nonsense. Like I think
No,
that a
I'm not-
beauty
I'm not-
standard
I'm
is
not
going to be
saying-
up
I'm
to
not
like,
saying- maybe I used the wrong-
to your preferences, right? Like it's going to be subjective.
Well, can we not
beauty
say
standard.
a physically fit and well fed man with like not eating like so much processed sugar?
I like how you didn't describe Donald Trump.
What?
Yeah, are you saying that
Why are we making
Donald
this
Trump's
about Trump? I'm
objectively
trying to have
ugly?
dude, I'm trying to have a conversation about why is it always got to go back to Trump? Seriously.
Because Parker made a funny point. But listen, okay, I don't.
Yeah, sure.
I was hoping that we'd be able to agree that
RFK,
beauty
where he's-
standards are subjective. Like, why can't we agree on that? Like, everybody has a different preference.
No, everybody has a different preference. I would maybe beauty is the wrong word. I'm just saying though that I would say that the mass amount of people, and maybe there's probably studies out there that would say a physically fit man and woman who are perfectly fit.
It's time that we first need to understand what objectivity and what subjectivity is. So objectivity means like this is going to be true or false, unrelated to any object, to any person, to any stance, right? It's not conditional, okay? Right? Subjectivity means that it's subject of a person, a conscious experience, a stance. It is conditional upon something else. Okay.
But can we not say that beauty is such a crazy concept that it can be in both?
But beauty standards are all subjective because they're all conditional on our mental states, our attitudes, our preferences, and our desires, right?
Sure.
Like in the same way it's subjective if ice cream tastes good because it's all up to our mental states, our desires, and our attitudes. It's subjective if, like who I think is pretty and who I don't think is pretty because it's, it's subject to my preferences, my standards, my desires, etc., right?
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
So beauty standards are subjective, right?
I would say on the whole, yes. I think, like I said, I think again health, and I think
there's not an objective arbiter that a fit, healthy man is attractive. That's gibberish.
That's not gibberish. That's based in most things.
So you're saying that if humans never, ever, 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 ever existed, right? The Earth was never formed. That a fit, healthy male body is attractive? That doesn't make any sense.
Compared to other people, yes. If we're talking about
wait. There's no people. There's no people. If people never existed, if the Earth never existed,
situation,
if evolution
no,
never occurred, so then it's not objectively true because you're saying that at the bare minimum, right, a fit, healthy male body is subject to humans existing. Okay, that means that's a subjective truth. That's not an objective truth. So when you're saying that that's objectively true, you're just confusing what objectivity is. Okay, so before I even have this, no. I'm ending this conversation with you now because you don't know what objectivity.
I think what they mean by objective. I think what they mean by objective is just a descriptive statement.
Yeah. I'm ending this conversation with you now because you don't know what objectivity and subjectivity is.
You gotta blabber on and on and on, and you won't let a person say their point.
Bro,
that's fine.
I went to school for this. I'm literally trying to educate you, and you're just like,
you went to school for this, but you won't let a person. If you want to change someone's mind, why can you not let the person tell them their reasoning and then you rebuttal it? That makes sense.
We do if you say something that makes sense.
I would say if you compare, I would say you need a mass group, a species of a thing to determine an objective truth on something. That being said, one man in yourself, no other human beings. No, you can't really have an objective thing.
I feel like Dean's got it in the live.
Yeah, like this is great. So okay,
thank you for the $5. Thank you so much.
One last time, I'm genuinely trying to educate you here. I'm not even trying to. I don't have malice. I don't have hate. I'm genuinely trying to educate you here. If something is objectively true, it means it's true independent of all else. Okay? An example of an objective truth is 2 + 2 is 4. Okay? If you were to change like any fact of reality, 2 + 2 would still be 4. Right? Because the laws of mathematics, right, are objective. Okay? Same thing with the laws of logic. It's objectively true that a contradiction cannot be true. It's objectively true that contradictions are always false. Okay? Because if you were to change any other fact of reality, contradictions will still be false because they're independent of all else. All right?
Okay.
And if something is dependent, it means that it's true based upon another fact, kind of, if that makes sense. So when I say, are beauty standards subjective? I'm basically asking you, is it the case that beauty standards are true independent of all else? And the answer to that question is no, because beauty standards are going to be dependent upon our subjective interpretations of the world around us. Beauty standards are going to be dependent on our preferences. They're going to be dependent on our standards. they're going to be dependent upon our mental attitudes and what we think looks appeasing and what we don't think looks appeasing. So, do we now understand how beauty standards are subjective?
I would say on the grand scheme of things, yes. I would say yes, but I still think there is an underlying thing. But I want to go into that. I was going to go into
What's the underlying
I've,
objectivity to
I've
beauty
already kind of
standards?
tried to explain it, where I think health
What-
and I
what-
think
what-
physical fitness is a big part of it.
Okay, but you're saying that health and physical fitness may play into many individuals' subjective beauty standards. That doesn't mean it's objective.
You know what? I will give you this. I will give you that. That is correct. You are correct. You are right. I was wrong on that. And could we though? The one thing I was talking to the guy that I work with, he was saying that there's no way that the Holocaust could be objectively wrong. And I said, well, and I said, what's your reasoning for that? And then he basically said to me, he thinks that objective morality doesn't exist, and he thinks, like what you're saying, it's based off subjectivity and like on certain topics and everything. And I was saying to him, why do you feel this way? And he says, well, society is built up with values based off how we feel and how we, view the laws of the world should work or whatever and stuff. And I said to him, okay, but whether it's the Mayans, sacrificing, younglings, I should say, I don't know if I can use kids or whatever on here, but younger people and stuff, or you're Hitler doing a mass extinction of an innocent group of people, or whatever it may be. Just because a psychopath or a murderer likes to murder and he likes killing, that doesn't mean it's correct. Could we not agree on that?
Okay, so we're getting deep.
Because correct is indexed to ourselves if we're talking
Yeah.
about in the subjective sense.
Yeah, we're kind of getting deep in meta ethics, but so the way to answer your question is under a subjectivist worldview. Okay.
What?
They just left.
Okay. All right, Parker, you want to raid, man?
Yep, I'm about to go live.
Phenomenal.
All right.
So,
All right.
all right.
I will see everyone there, everyone. I love y'all so
What's-
much. Go over. I'll be on YouTube
What's
and
the other account?
I'll be on Parker Get a Job.
Oh, your main, awesome, man.
Yeah, I'll be on my main Parker Get a Job on YouTube and on TikTok. And actually, everyone, I just dropped a Snapchat. So go look up
What?
Parker Get a Job on Snapchat. Yeah, I just dropped one.
Bro,
I'll be posting short form content there.
are you gonna be spamming short form all day? Like,
I think I'm gonna be trying to.
dude, Snapchat creators, it's literally 100 stories a day. Like, you're
I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but we'll see. We'll see.
You're gonna have
see
fun.
what we can do.
You're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun.
But I'll be able to do behind the scenes stuff. I'll probably put all what I would put on stories on there instead.
Well, cool.
So,
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it'll be
Sweet.
fun. But yeah, love y'all. See everyone there. Parker Get a Job on all three. Love y'all so much. I'll see y'all in a second.
Oh my God! Hey, real quick before we close out, ladies and gentlemen. Just
Oh,
hang on.
I need to say thank you to someone.
Wait, can I
yeah.
say thank you to somebody real quick?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Jason, thank you so much for the $50 donation over on PayPal. Everybody, I want to see at least 500 big W's for Jason down below in that chat.
Yeah,
Jason says
W's
what
for
kind of-
Jason and Jafer for the $50 as well for me as well. Thank you so much, Jason and Jafer. W's for them in the chat.
Shout out to Jason. Huge shout out to Jason. All right, Parker, I'll send everybody on a raid over. I'm just gonna talk to him for a second.
And Mary, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. All right, W's. See y'all later.
Daniel with a $5 super chat saying that last guess has zero basis of reality. He's just trying to make a square pig fit in circular hole to make himself feel better. Yeah, that guy was annoying. By the way, Sean's GoFundMe is at 10K. Real quick before I head out. We need to have a serious chat. You guys are awesome. That's what I want to tell you. That's our serious chat. You guys are fucking awesome. We got Sean's GoFundMe from 4K to 10K, $750 in TikTok gifts. That is close to $7,000. $7,000, if spent right, is enough money to get somebody on their feet for a minute. That is $7,000 can be life-changing. I'm really proud of everybody. And you guys did that. So everybody watching this live, you did that shit. And you should be proud of yourself. But you guys, I am going to go ahead and hop off for the night. I had my favorite stream yet. Seriously, my favorite stream yet. Streaming from the computer compared to streaming off the phone just brought things to a whole new level for me. Like, I feel more comfortable, a little bit, I just feel good. I feel good. I love you all. Good job, you guys. On your way out, make sure to hit that follow button if you're watching on TikTok. This is a brand new account. It's insane that we're able to get like 10K people on a brand new account. And then if you're watching over on YouTube, guys, drop a like, drop a sub. I love you all. Have a good night, everybody. Go over to @Parker, get a job on TikTok. Go show Parker some love. He's going to be doing these same debates that I've just done for the last 5 hours over there. So go show him some love. And yeah, I'm off for the night. Peace and love, guys.